February 2020, Delhi riots accused. Umar Khalid was out on an interim bail to attend his sister's wedding. The interim bail came with restrictions that he could not step out of his home and the wedding venue, and that he could only meet family members, relatives, and friends, and was barred from using social media. However, that hasn't stopped Umar Khalid and his sympathizers from turning him into a hero. Here is Modi-hating influencer showing off his meeting with Umar Khalid, presumably at the latter's home. Let it be clear that Khalid is in jail over serious charges of masterminding the February 2020 Delhi riots that left 53 people dead and over 700 injured. The Indian Express, however, chooses to paint Khalid as some sort of innocent revolutionary who is wronged by the system. In an article titled "When Umar Khalid Came Home," the Indian Express mentions how this was his second visit since he was jailed in September 2020 and describes him as a former JNU student leader. This is the first sign of downplaying since his identity as a Delhi riots conspiracy accused. Reason: he is in jail. He's far more significant than him being a so-called former student leader. But this is how criminals are watered down, by bringing in the student element. The Indian Express then quotes Bano Jyotsna Lahiri, who claims that while Umar has lost some weight while in jail, he is healthy and that they are hopeful of his release. They describe her as his close friend. The article further mentions how Umar Khalid's father felt that Umar was optimistic this time and how the so-called fake charges against him cannot go on forever. What the Indian Express does not mention is that Umar Khalid's father was a founding member of the banned terror outfit Simi. While he left the same in 1985, he is now a member of the Central Advisory Council of Jamaat-e-Islami Hind and AIMPLB. The Jamaat-e-Islami Hind backs the Welfare Party of India, on whose ticket Umar Khalid's father contested 2019 general elections from a Muslim-dominated area in West Bengal. The article then goes on to portray Umar Khalid as someone who is innocent but a victim of the system, as someone who is forced to stay in a so-called cage while he loves being out in public. The former Simi member adds how Umar was soaking in the sun as if he had returned to the city from a jungle, and how happy he was to have escaped the dark and entered the light. He also mentions how his mother cooked non-vegetarian dishes for Umar every day as he loved mutton. All these are attempts to humanize an individual accused of conspiring a riot. The Indian Express report, referring to Umar Khalid as an activist, thereby watering down the allegations against him, says how his father has a few red lines, and as a so-called critique to the US and Israel, Pepsi and Coca-Cola are avoided. This boycotting Israeli and American products has been a call of Islamists following Israel's retaliation to the October 7th attack by Hamas extremists on Israel, where hundreds were killed and many more abducted and kidnapped. After more than a year, Hamas has not returned the hostages back to Israel, while the Muslim community has condemned Israel's action in Gaza, from where the terror attack was launched. Subsequently, Islamists have been calling to boycott the products such as Coca-Cola and others as a protest against Israel and America. That Umar Khalid's father also holds such views does not come as quite a surprise, considering his previous connections to radical organization. But that Indian Express, which claims to be journalism of courage, as per their masthead, chooses to not mention it, is quite interesting. Furthering the humanization of rights accused, the Indian Express states how the prison inmates in Tihar, where Umar Khalid is lodged, think he is a terrorist, and it is hard to convince them otherwise. However, Khalid helps them when they reach out to him for court-related and other queries in English. Then, painting him as some sort of Robin Hood, Umar's father states how the money they sent him, Umar donates to poorer prisoners. Apparently, the Robin Hood also donates clothes, and on his way back to Tihar, took only a small bag of clothes. I don't think the strict rules of the prison would even allow anything else. But this is not the first time that media houses have tried to water down those accused of crimes. Remember how Burhan Wani, the terrorist, was portrayed as a son of a school teacher, and how the Quint once tried to show how the Al-Qaeda terrorist Osama bin Laden was a father and a husband. This trick of whitewashing someone the ecosystem wants to protect is as old as time and unlikely to change anytime soon. It's not only the media but a whole ecosystem which has been trying to portray that Khalid has been imprisoned unlawfully. It fully avoids mentioning the charges against Khalid. It has been a well-orchestrated move to never talk about the charges, as people will start questioning the so-called innocence of Khalid. All we can do is separate the wheat from the chaff and hope better sense prevails.